The current technologies, and namely AI, are changing, reshaping our world. And I was wondering, how do these technologies affect HR, talent acquisition, personal growth, and the spheres like that? And will these things still be relevant in like a few years because of AI, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. So first of all, I believe AI and all this technology which comes up is a massive supporter of our HR function. So first of all, I don't see it being afraid or replaced. I believe if we do it rightly, we can be much more effective with the right tools. So, for example, I started my career in HR and executive search 15 years ago, yeah? During this time, LinkedIn was so small, and it was really a matter of knowing the people. There's black books with the names in it and the phone numbers. So this has massively changed already, right? Today, everything is about LinkedIn and social network, and this is already the first step. But in 5 or 10 years, you press a button and you have the names, because transparency is everywhere. So the job of an HR or recruitment manager is not anymore to find, the job is different. The job is analyzing, choosing and finding better ways. Is the people AI is recommending us truly the right person? And we need still the human, because at the other hand, there's also a human, and they will decide maybe, you don't send them an email and say, sign the contract, yeah? You still need to convince a human, and therefore HR is getting tougher, I would say. It's massive under change, like every department else, but it's supporting, at the end of the day, the HR department.
So it's mostly helping.
It's mostly helping, yeah, definitely.
What about the other side of the problem, if we can call it that?
Yeah.
Like digital workers are going to replace many human workers sooner or later, and maybe HR will become irrelevant just as a sphere.
Okay. First of all, it's a bold statement, but I think we have in general an HR problem. So HR is always irrelevant for the business units, because they say HR is important, but their true belief is they don't make money, they just cost. HR doesn't have the budget like the sales department. Who has more budget, HR or sales?
Well, sales, but...
Yeah. But this is traditionally HR is a service function, and it's not very competitive. It's not thought as a true value at the moment. In most organizations, HR is there, but no one is clapping HR is there. They just say, the HR, all right. It's just a matter. They say it differently, they want it differently, but if you look at the budgets, if you look at the salaries of HR, if you look at everything to compare a sales manager with an HR manager, who earns more money? Yeah, and why is that? Value. And this is it. And in future, it's more similar, I would say. But not for everyone. It's the same. It's not only HR. It's also in sales. We don't need that much sales managers. The question is, how many people do we need in future when tech really works? And this is scary, because we need less. We are leaner people, but better people. The people who work in future in HR are more, they are like ninjas. They can handle a lot of topics really good. And in today's world, we have a lot of assistances, interviewers, we have a lot of people we don't need anymore. And the question is, what do we do with these people?
Yeah, what do we do, really?
It's a matter, do we want these people to stay in our corporate? Question. Can we rescale? Can we scale them up? Can they become consultants? Can I use them in my future company? Do they have the capabilities, and do they want it? If they say yes and we have the money, it's a perfect moment. So we have to change. The workforce has to change, to adapt, because the money, it's always about the money. If you cost more than the AI, and the value is 10 times higher from the AI than we are out. But it's a challenge. We have to rethink. We don't sit there and think, oh my God, AI is quicker than I. It's stupid discussion. The question is, okay, if AI can do my job very effectively, what can I do better than my AI? And this is how you approach this discussion. Humans are needed. The question is where? If the job is done by AI, it's done by AI. And it's more accurate, more quicker, less cost intensive. So it's against a conservative understanding of the job. So we need to scale up our understanding. And this is the CEO work. The CEO and the team and the managers have to design what does your job look like in 5 and 10 years to compete with AI, to use AI better. And this is not a discussion often I see. Often it's like, oh, protectionism, oh, no, oh, replacement, it's all against. Just change, like everything, yeah? Change is always hard to tackle, and therefore I think it just needs a different communication. How much better can your job be when you use AI efficiently? It's a wonderful word.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a wonderful word. But, we are afraid of it just because it's new, just because it's a century. I don't know if you have kids, but if you have kids, they grow up with that and they say, Mom, how have you worked manually? Yeah, they will, but this is a generation topic. They will say, what did you do? Research, all the interviewers? How many days did you research? Takes me a minute. Is it good or bad? So,
Well,
yeah, we should use technology.
okay, what roles of different specialists like HR managers will never be replaced by AI functions in your opinion? Are there any things that only humans can do?
I think always when humans are needed in HR, definitely, 100% yes. But they do a different job. So when you take, for example, a recruiter or a specialist in an HR team places 100 positions, per year, per year. So with an AI, you can place 600. So the question is, what is needed from your time in your job at the moment to win or recruit a person, right? And I believe it's more effective that you really think about when you interview me in future, you check on your mobile AI, and if I would be a candidate, and you would be a CEO, you would ask the AI, okay, what's this profile? What do they love? You can ask everything. You normally need ages to understand, but you're better prepared. And then you can have a better discussion. And the discussion in future is not about jobs anymore. No one needs a job. Of the top talents, it's at the moment the case. Everyone has a job. No one needs a job. It's just a matter, I want to work for you or for the other person. And that's the reality. And a human is making the difference because money is not that important anymore. On this level, it's competitive, It's similar, 20,000 more or less. It's, up a certain level, it's not that much, But you think, I want to work for you because I believe in you, your vision, your energy, how you deal with the leadership, you inspire me. And this is the future. And HR has to cope with that. HR is the first contact. And if they are not inspirational, it will be tough.
How are you doing this today? How are you inspiring interesting, promising people to join this or that company?
We call that pitch. What's a pitch like? First of all, I think always the job doesn't matter. The job is not important. Every human has somehow a life plan. Especially career-driven people have a life plan. They think, what's the value? Most of the time they're experienced managers. They have experiences. What's important for them? Is a higher salary important for them? Most of them say, what's important? Is contribution important? Feeling famous? Every ego has his different, maybe, I don't know, we don't know each other, In a short conversation we will find out, But it could be that you say, Dirk, community work is the most important topic for me. I feel if the community around me, where I live, is supportive, it gives me the best feeling. So how can I approach you? Exactly like this. I understand what you want. What is the value for you? Not for me. I want you as a worker in my team to do the work, and you're brilliant, But what do you want? You can work everywhere. The question is, where's the best offer, right? Where's the best offer? And offer is not money. Offer, it could be contributional work to your society. It could be something that I say, 30% of the time you can spend of working for the society. Would that be of interest for you? And I could even compete against higher salaries because I'm the only one who was listening to you. I was the only one who was digging deep enough to truly find your fire, and you have it.
For that.
You have it. You have it. Everyone has it. Maybe they are not aware. They never. You know, at lower levels, they are. You know, I'm a worker. You know, I said, you're not a worker. You're a human. Yeah. On higher levels, they are salary, red carpet. Yeah, big. You know, more. It's not working anymore. We're driving in a society where impact matters. The question is, what impact? And every individual is really, you know, you can't, if I face someone else like this and would say, hey, I offer you 30% off, you can deal with the society work, they would say, you know, it's against the job, you know, you have to carefully listen.
So the key is trying to understand what the person wants and needs and to try to offer him that.
Yeah, to see the human and not the worker. I believe at the moment we see workers. Budget, pass, yeah, budget, skill, okay, we hire. It's not nice, to be very honest. In 10, 20 years, they will say, how did you hiring? What? Are they slaves? They hire for salary? We are all slaves? In 50 or 100 years, they will judge us and say, why did you do that? And you say, yeah, because we needed food. They will judge us and say, how could that happen? And this is the transition. And if you see it with a positive aspect, you know, and I also believe, you know, if AI and the technology and everything and the wealth, and it needs global change. It's not easy. I'm the wrong person for that, yeah? But I believe we have people, and I like the ideas I heard today, that there's a general income for everyone, and the people should do what they want, you know? And I think that's a massive, yeah, I know, it's complex. We don't like it, but because we are somehow in the situation where they say we have workers, we pay, the system is running, they don't love their jobs, but I pay them. I know that they don't love their job, but I pay them, you know? It's not from a human point of view, it's actually, you know, if you think about it.
Yes.
Yeah, but, you know, and this needs to be changed.
If it really changes, if everyone does it the way you described, how is it going to affect, you know, the efficiency of the work done by those humans?
It will be more productive. The efficiency of the systems will be more productive. The efficiency of the humans, let's say, working on human topics, where you really say human is needed. You know, at the end of the day, we are questioning at the moment, do we need the human? I mean, it's strange, isn't it? Do we need a human? And it's better to have a clear yes than I'm not sure if we need a human, you know? Let's focus on the jobs where humans are needed, on the points where humans are needed. We need less people in the existing organizations, that's for sure. But the people who are working will have a more fulfilled work. That's for sure. And the people, I don't know what the scenario is. Maybe, you know, we have it in Germany as well, in Europe as well. We have the discussions, less work, you know, 4 hours work, and something like this where you're saying a 4 days week, you know, and it looks like, and the discussion is not positive. The discussion is done by, I call, white old mans, conservative mans, everywhere in the world, where they say, oh, that's against my rule. That's against the structure. I built the system like this, and I don't want to replace it like this, you know? It's done. It's like this.
How do we achieve this level of thinking, this level of mentality, if I can say so? So is it something that will come with time, or do we need to do something to
I think experiences. I mean, do you use ChatGPT or something like this?
Of course I do.
Do you like it?
Of course.
Is it bad or good?
It makes many things easier.
All right. See, and this is the experience, and that comes with technology. You do something, in Germany and Europe, we have a very old population, you know? Can robots serve us as a humans to say, okay, you know, an old grandma is not able to go to the 4th floor and pick the luggage with? Does robots can serve her? Yes. Should a human take her bags and go there? No. Why not using technology? You know, what? You know, it's an easy sample. So I believe really we have to think, first of all, and this comes from the CEO or from the board members. They are protecting. They are afraid. Let's assume there's a company owner who runs for 100 years a company. They used to changes, wars and everything, and still exist, and it was painful. And now AI is coming up, and he understands not a lot about it, you know? It's not about the age, but it's really about the topics where you think, what does the next 100 years look like, yeah? If they have a son or, you know, someone in the family taking over, they normally do it very well. They say, okay, I pass over, and it's moving forward. And with this passing over, a new change comes, you know, normally. It does take time to change everywhere. But I believe experiences make your team experience the positive impact of AI, technology, and don't always repeat, because media is also a topic. Yeah, you know, media wants to sell. Media wants to sell. Good news or bad news? What is selling? Yeah? Bad news is selling. You know, if you have a counterpart, let's say AI, you have a lot of people who are afraid, they buy media. They say, oh my God, yeah, great article about against it, yeah? You know, this is the news. Why not saying, you know, good news TV or something like this, where you say, you know, why not deciding as a management board half of half, you know? Half, we only tackle it when it's possible and beautiful and positively. We say that, and half of it, we make money. That would be an amazing topic, but less people do it.
Yep.
Yeah?
Do you think AI can do the same as the human does as a recruiter? Understanding who is the person.
Yeah, I believe
finding
yes.
the right approach to him.
Yeah.
Understanding if he's okay for the company.
Yeah,
and
surely.
if the company is okay for this person.
They can, yes, to a certain amount, yes, but not all of it. Because at the end, a human chooses a human. So it's not that you talk to a robot, that will not happen. That will not happen.
Why not?
I don't think so. I don't think so, because we are species and we are selfish. And you want to talk to individuals which are, you know, well trained and everything like this. And you want to, at the end of the day, you want to be inspired. I believe that is the ultimate DNA we have. You know, this makes us innovative. You know, we don't want to work with robots, I would say. We use robots. We don't want to work with them. We use them, you know? And we use them, it means we are above them. And on that level, you see the humans you want to work with are better humans. There's a connection. And you choose. You already choose. But in future, you choose more carefully. You know, you got more information, and we are also grown up. So in future, it gets smarter, and you get smarter as an individual. You know, AI made all this up, yeah. And you will find as an individual, because if it's standard, you know, like for example, in Germany, we had this interview question: what are your strengths and weaknesses? You know, I don't know if it's here. Do you have it here as well?
I think it's everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Stupid question.
Of course.
Super stupid question. Yeah. The question is, you know, if you as a candidate hear that, you think, oh my God, fuck off, yeah? Old school, I'm not working here. It's the immediate reaction. If they interview like this, I don't work here. In 50 years of time, or 30 or 10, yeah? 10 years of time, AI prepares everything, but the individual will listen, will look at your eyes and will think, okay, is it just bullshit you say because the AI trained you? Or do you really care? Because what's the next level? You know, the individual, we will grow. We will make the experience. The first interview with the AI information will work very well for you, yeah? The second interview, we will say, oh, I had that before, I know the next standard. The standard rised massively. It's like right now. The standard is changing, but if you don't cope with it, we have to stay ahead as humans, you know?
Now I'm wondering, are there any questions that you always ask when trying to recruit? Or is it always the individual approach?
It's an individual approach. I don't have a standard. And the ultimate game is, what do they want? And first of all, if I have this, and this is the first question. This is not coming at the end of the process. This is coming at the front line of the process. What do you want? And afterwards, it's becoming the skilling. Okay, can they serve us? Can they do it? And I think the best topic is really experiences. So instead of talking and having an interview, let them into meeting, let them meet the team, really get the experience. Let's have a fight. Let's not. It's an interview. It's an interview situation. Everyone talks like a standard of, standard procedure, like standard operating procedure, where you say, "Oh, I ask you a question, you ask me. Why not fighting?" What I really don't like in your profile is that. So how do you react? Do you find it funny? Do you think, "Oh no, how can you?" How can we fight? Because working is making tough decisions, and the question is, when do we split?
This kind of approach can help to better and easier and faster understand who this person
Not
is.
saying always yes, say no. You're wrong candidate. Why? I'm in the final round. Yeah, but I believe you have a problem with our culture. Really? What is it? Face it. I mean, so many people losing time. I went to a meeting here and they showed me the structure, recruitment structure, and it was interviewing and then LinkedIn approach, interviewing, blah, blah, blah. And at the end of the day, the most people fail with a technical skill. I said, it comes at the end of the process, you find out that the people fail with technical skill set. It shouldn't, how many money is spent already, and you find out lately? I don't like that, And they said, no, we need to have the first human touch to win the candidate, and then we test the skills, So I disagree with that, We need to be efficient. And why do they interview them? Because it's trained. It's like we are humans, not trained monkeys. But often it's not much different, We really have to be proud. We can do more and do better. And why don't we do it? The systems. They keep you small. They want you to act especially like this. And if you, say, hey, I have a new version about a new TV channel or whatever. No. Sorry.
In this example you mentioned, so which would be the most efficient approach? To test the technical skills first, then come to human interview?
Really, every processes in the world have different fallbacks where you really think, okay, where do it not work? For example, if you communicate and the people don't come back, it's a communication problem. If you make a tech skill and everyone is not receiving the necessary skills to do the job, what's the issue there? What do you think is the issue?
The expectations are too high.
One scenario. What else? It's the beginning. They asked the wrong people. How could it be that I have a recruitment system and they serve me people? They don't have the skills. Maybe expectations are too high. Let's talk about it. But if you run a system for years and everyone is falling down, I would think, change it. Lower the expectation, do something, and not saying it's not working for 3 years. I think, you missed 3 years, change the system. What's not working, we have to empower it. If I hear 3 years it's not working, it's always like this, I would think, what are you doing all the day? What is the CEO doing? The CEO should be aware about that, and in future it will be.
Do you think interviews will be really relevant in the future? I mean,
personal interviews for candidate search?
Yes. I mean, look, during an interview, both parties try to show the best of them.
Yeah.
And,
I think it's necessary. It will be necessary. For decision making, you need a human. So it's an interview. It's a conversation. I don't think it's a candidate interview. I think it's a proper interview about why should you spend or invest your lifetime? Because you spend 5 years with us, it's 5 years of your life. How many more years do you have? You know, you have not endless. You invest time. And I want to convince you that the time investment is good. So it's a human fact. Interviews are necessary.
So there still will be interviews, but maybe
higher level, different interviews. Not like today, hi, very nice to meet you. I'm the HR person of. Let me tell you something about the company. This is our bullshit. Yeah, this is not going to work.
Questions that are the same everywhere.
Yeah, what's your strengths and weaknesses, and why do you want to work for? You know, this is a replacement. This is AI. This can AI do for us. Why it's not the human focus? A human shouldn't do this work. It should be really like, okay, you passed our AI test. Let's see. Let's
see
find
who you are
out.
And what you are looking for.
I really want to see you. Yeah, and in a collaboration way. You know, it's often seen that HR is against candidates. You know, stupid. In a world of tomorrow, it's all about collaboration. It's more really, do you want to work 5 years with us? And the normal work in today's world is, you know, when we hire, stays to the end of retirement. You know, I hired you, I own you. This is a mindset often I see. I hired this manager, I'm so pissed off because he's quitting. I said, it's a free world. Yeah, but I hired him. I said, yeah, you paid him because he tripled the revenues you made, you know? And, you know, it's 24, you know, it's really, you know, and still we have a kind of system where we think, when we really think about it, I like this paradoxic discussions. How would you describe an alien, our society? Really, someone outside, yeah? How would you, you're very friendly, you know, not aggressive, nothing, like someone you really think you're just from another, you know, and you have to describe our world. You know, it's painful. And you rethink and think, it's actually a matter, why do we work like this?
I wonder if there are any positions, jobs today that are really difficult to find, you know, good talents for.
Yeah, most digital tech positions are, because there are not many really experts out there. So everything, modern technologies, but it's really an individual situation. For example, when you're here in Armenia, and I already discussed with a couple of leaders that it seems very difficult for you to attract global talents. That's what I'm hearing, but I don't understand why. You know, and if I challenge this question, because it's a belief. It's a belief, oh my God, no global talent will come to Armenia because of X, Y, that. It's in the body.
So they just think it's difficult and it will not work?
It's a belief. It's a belief. So will it be possible for me to win? No. Because, you know, if I want to lose, get slimmer, but I think I can't do sports, you know, I have the option to eat less or something like this. It's really, if you're thinking, if your belief is no global talent will ever come to Armenia because various reasons, then you will not find global talents, and you will not attract global talents. So every niche has its own challenge. I work for industry leaders, 100 of years old companies. They are very good in software, for example, yeah? But they have a weakness in engineering, but they turn into engineering, yeah? And they think we can't hire engineers. It's not our culture. And this is in Germany, one company just slightly changing the vision of the company a little bit, and they say we are not able to hire because it's so, yeah, and this is how we operate. We are a news company. We are not a tech company, right? Yeah, okay, good. So we are not able to hire tech experts because we're just a news company. Tech experts want tech companies, right? You know, and this is so easy, yeah. We are conservative. What's banking, yeah? Today, everything is about banking, yeah? And what bankers will survive, yeah? Digital first, yeah? How can conservative banks hire top techs out there? It's a question, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they need to face the competition. Okay, what's the standard like? What's the best bank offering? And not only money, but freedom, really impact in the organization, and this is when the people really change. I don't come to a conservative bank when the management board don't want to change. They say we want to change, but they don't give us the money at the end of the day. So they pretending change, like everywhere. Oh yeah, let's change it. They talk, but they don't do. So it's a question, which corporate do you join? Yeah? A new startup which saying, hey, we live it, we really live it, or the pretenders? Okay, they have the money, but they don't do anything. You go in a lifetime perspective, you go because you think it's more value for your life.
So again, the key is changing the mentality, the way of thinking of the leadership.
It's always, we're humans. I would always say, and people, yeah? It's really important, but we still stay ahead. Strong humans. I don't know. It's always like, oh my God, AI technology, we got replaced. Humans are not victims. But in a comparison to tech, I feel often it's a victim discussion. Oh my God, they will do so much smarter than I am. Or they will do it better. It's a victim approach. Why do we have this? Why not saying, hey, great, give me a training. How can I deal with this technology? What can I do? How can I program it? And then what happens? What happens then? You think, they are not capable of it. Why? Yeah, and this is let's talk about this. Why do we have humans where we believe, hey, why don't we think you're capable of it? Let's talk about education. Let's talk about really early bird, intensity of coping with AI. Why? Universities, kindergarten, start at the kindergarten. Yeah, Armenia could be the first country which really establishes AI and future tech. And in 20 years, you're leading. 20 years, the Germans will say, we have enough money, let's wait. And then you're the hub. Why not?
Thank you so much.
It was very much.